We are back in the laundry lab, and in this episode, I'm going to show you how to get your line dried towels soft and fluffy. Let's get it started. This video is brought to you by Apron Diva. Pretty and practical, we believe that an apron can be a homemaker's best accessory. Visit us at www.aprondiva.com. I had a comment from one of my viewers a few weeks ago who said that the method that I showed on how to keep your towels soft and fluffy in a previous video didn't work. And actually, it does. But as it turned out, he was line drying his towels, meaning he was hanging them out on a clothesline. And he said, so he put them in the dryer and they turned out just fine. Well, of course they did, because the tumble drying method fluffs up the fibers and makes the towels softer and fluffier, so they won't be as scratchy as line dry towels. However, there is a way to get softer towels that you line dry, and that includes using a half a cup of baking soda in the wash water and a half a cup of vinegar in the rinse cycle. Now, just to harken back to the previous method that I talked about, where you did a series of steps to get those towels soft and fluffy, that was to help you strip the residue from the towels, the residue of the detergent and fabric softener and all that kind of stuff that had built up over time, and you're trying to strip that out of the towels and then get them soft and fluffy again. Once you've taken care of that process and you're just washing your towels on a weekly basis, all you need to do is, first of all, replace your fabric softener with white vinegar in the fabric softener bin, and then you can always add a half a cup of baking soda to the wash water or not. But the baking soda in the wash water will help to brighten and soften clothing. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in. And then something else that you might want to do to help make your towels a little bit softer when you line dry them, and in general, is to use less washing detergent. So make sure that when you wash the towels, you're washing the towels by themselves. Don't add any other clothing in there, because you want to make sure that what you're putting in there does get clean. But you could use just a little bit less detergent, and that will also help, because then you don't get as much residue built up in your towels. So I've got some Nellie's washing soda that I'm going to use. Just 1 tablespoonful. And then I'm going to add my half cup of baking soda. Now, it's best if you can add the baking soda directly to the wash water. I'm going to set the kitchen timer for about 3 minutes, and then once the timer goes off, I know it'll be time to add my baking soda to the wash water. Let's get these towels out of the wash and see what's what. They smell nice and fresh. Now let's go and put them out on the line. But remember, the trick to getting soft towels on the line is that you're going to give them a smart snap, actually a couple of smart snaps, because what you want to try to do is to shake those fibers up. You want to shake those fibers up, give them a fluff so that they'll be nice and soft. Now, they're not going to feel like they feel when they come out of the dryer. That's not going to happen, but they shouldn't be hard and scratchy. All right, so these towels are dry. I'll show you the nap on them. Look at that. Now, I will admit these towels are a bit stiffer than the towels that I normally get when I put them in the dryer. But here's the deal. Hanging them on the line, they are not going to be as soft as they are in the dryer. But they are not as stiff and scratchy as if there was no baking soda or vinegar in the wash and the rinse water. So putting the baking soda in the wash water and the vinegar in the rinse water does help to soften them. One other thing you can do if you've access to an electric dryer is pop them in the dryer on the fluff or air drying cycle for about maybe 10 minutes, and that'll help fluff them up a little bit more and soften them up a bit as well. I always like to give them another snap when I take them off the line, just in case there's any friendly little critters that might have landed on them. Now this is a little stiffer than I normally would expect. This is one that I've dried normally in the dryer. And of course, there's a big difference between the two, but this one is not bad. I let my husband fill it and he said it was fine with him. So if you don't have access to an electric dryer, or you just want to save a little bit on your electric bill, hang them out on your clothesline. And then if you want that extra felt in the dryer softness, you can throw them in the dryer for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes to fluff them up after they've been out on the line for a bit. To see more of my homemaking stories, click here. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying you are not done yet. Click on the link in the comment section below and check out another episode of In the Laundry Lab, and I will see you next time. Visit us at www.aprondiva.com.